Welcome to Lunch Break with Ariel and Lewis.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi. Hey.
The sun came
Good
out.
noon to you.
Good noon
Yeah,
to
the
you
sun came
too.
out,
Good
yeah.
lunch break to all of you. I'm kind of glad to see the sun.
Sure.
Like, after all these days of rain. My plants grew a lot when it rained, which is exciting because plants don't always grow in the winter. But
Mm-hmm.
I got all of these white sages,
Mm-hmm.
and the last one I repotted wilted and died in the most sad way. So I repotted a bunch recently right before the rain with the hope that the rain will make them not die.
Yeah.
And it turns out they're growing, which is great.
How's my coyote mint doing?
It's their stems still.
Is it gonna grow back?
These, I have no information on a plant that I did not acquire or expect to take care of, to be totally honest.
I made some tea out of it, but I haven't tried it yet because I've been saving it. But I was thinking today maybe I should have.
Yeah?
Should have gone for that. I have some peppermint tea that I'll be drinking today.
Yeah. So, do you prefer peppermint or spearmint?
I don't know the
Since
difference.
you asked me that earlier.
I don't know the difference. I think I like them both.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a slight difference in flavor, I think, right?
Oh yeah, there is, but I would need to do a taste test to be able to tell.
Well, hey, we're still in quarantine, and there's not a lot of other things for us to do, so
I think
now's the time.
spearmint is the kind of mint that grows that we have in the yard and that my parents have.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Isn't that spearmint? Okay.
You're asking me all these plant questions as if I've been able to actually keep plants alive in any capacity.
Yours growing.
Yeah, for the first time. This is like the only plants I've actually not killed and are actually growing. See, the plants don't even barely get by around me, they die. So, hey, let's see if these guys last a year. All right. We have a song. This is called Fear. I recently played it at a radio show and misstarted about 5 times, so hopefully today it'll go a little better. Fear creeps into my window as the sun falls down. Come to me now, my old friend, it's time to go. It's time to go. And in the end, it's just where we began. All of this time getting that it doesn't have to be this way. There is no outflame from where the answers came. Just a voice that won't let it go. And if you ask for fire, you'll get what you desire. What you saw you are turns to ash. All right, Lewis. How much do you know about Robinhood?
I would say as much as the average person.
How much does
Okay,
the
so
average
there's
person
Robin
know?
Hood, there's Maid Marian, there's Scarlet, Will Scarlet,
Uh-huh.
there's Little John, there's Friar Tuck, that's my dude right here,
Uh-huh.
and then Prince John,
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff of Nottingham, the Witch.
The witch?
Yeah,
There's a witch?
yeah, sure.
What? I never knew about the witch.
Remember, and the Sheriff of Nottingham goes up and he's like, I'm trying to get Maid Marian to marry me. And she's like, okay, I have newt, egg of, snake, and wing of bat. And then she puts it all in things. She's frying it up. She goes, and what? This is a love potion? It's like, no, it's my breakfast.
Wait, which Robin Hood is this?
That's Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Uh-huh.
Maybe my favorite one.
Yeah. Well, so really quickly, Robin Hood has been in the news a lot thanks to a nice little
That Robin Hood.
GameStop thing that has happened, and the Robinhood app is preventing anyone who is not a hedge fund to buy or sell any stocks.
Now,
or
is
no,
that
they
over
can't
now?
buy.
I think that
They
maybe
only are
now
allowed to
you-
sell. Well,
now
as
you
of today, they
Yeah.
said they'll start opening it up, but
basically,
know-
there's a group on Reddit called Wall Street Bets, and they noticed that hedge funders had shorted GameStop, and so then they bought a lot of GameStop, and that made those hedge funders lose like billions, right?
right.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
So, and after what Robinhood app did, I was like, okay, maybe the world? I don't know. I grew up with a very different story of Robinhood where Robinhood did not favor the rich. So I thought we'd do a little, review of what Robinhood actually is. What the story is. And I wanted to go through it based on the movies. The many movies out there. I haven't watched all of them, but I know you have watched many of them, and I decided to leave out shows and other things because then we would be here forever. So which Robin Hood movie is your favorite? And let's quickly list what are the ones.
Okay, so I haven't seen the Russell Crowe one.
Okay.
I think, and so there's Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Uh-huh.
There's the Errol Flynn Robin Hood, which I like.
Uh-huh.
And then there's Robin Hood Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the most successful Robin Hood movie. And then, Robin Hood Men in Tights is sort of a parody of that one. And then there's the Disney one.
Yes, the cartoon. And then I was just thinking, Robin Hood also makes an appearance in Shrek. And it's kind of funny.
And also, I mean,
but we're
I
not
know
gonna
you
count
said
Shrek.
I know you said no TV, but there's a great episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where Q turns the senior staff into people in Robin Hood. And he creates like a whole world, and one of Picard's love interests, Vash, is the Maid Marian character, and
is he Robin Hood?
And Picard is Robin Hood. It's a great episode, you guys. Oh my god.
Okay, since it's only a one-off and it's not like
And
an
Worf
entire
goes,
show.
Worf goes, I am not a married man.
Of course, Worf. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Worf. I think we should include that one just because it's a one-off and it's
So
not like a
good.
whole
Oh
show.
my god.
So out of all of those, then, which is your favorite Robin Hood and why?
Robin Hood Men in Tights. It's so funny. It has kind of like the greatest hits of other Robin Hood stories. And I just think it's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe followed closely by the TNG episode.
Cool.
What about you?
Well, it's hard to say because I like them all for different reasons. Like, well, the Kevin Costner one was just like, okay, it's fun, great, yeah, and
You get some
action-y
great
and-
Alan Rickman in that movie.
ooh, okay, yeah.
Oh my god, it makes me swoon too.
I am a huge fan of Alan Rickman. He's had played some characters that I'm like not so down with, but he always does a great job.
Yeah, Sense and Sensibility.
I have not seen that. I was actually thinking of him in what's that Christmas movie?
We didn't watch that?
No.
The Ang Lee one, right? And isn't that the one where there's the guy that saves her from being outside in the rain, and then he turns out to be kind of a dick, and then Alan Rickman is the guy who's kind of like, hey, I'm a good guy, I'm here, and then he saves her from the rain, and then she's like, okay. Isn't that Sense and Sensibility? We didn't watch it?
I don't remember. I just don't have the same memory for these things as you do. But Alan Rickman also the
Galaxy Quest as an alien.
What's that Christmas movie that he did?
Love Actually.
So
sorry, I think it's Love Actually.
I didn't like a lot of things about that movie, and I liked a few things about that movie. I didn't like Alan Rickman's character in a lot of ways.
Well,
but
he's
I think he also
the melancholy character.
He's the melancholy
He's the guy
character.
that makes the big mistakes.
Right. Like, oh, I don't know, trying to cheat on his wife.
Yeah, right. Infidelity.
I have a thing against infidelity. I don't know about all of you.
Oh, that's news to me.
Wait
right,
a minute.
Let me make a few
What's
calls.
that?
I'm just kidding, babe.
Great. Now everybody's going to think that I like cheated on you or something, which I didn't.
Yeah, she didn't. Don't worry about it, you guys.
Wow. Okay. Sometimes I wonder about the...
About this whole thing?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder about this whole thing.
Well, I was going to say the live stream. How live do we really want to be?
I'm just joking. Come on.
Okay.
My joke's not going well on Facebook.
Let's play a song.
All right.
Hope you... Yeah, we have... All right. Cool. This song's by Aimee Mann. It's called Pavlov's Bell. Oh, Mario, sit here by the window. Stay here till we reach Idaho. And when we go, hold my hand, don't take off. Tell me what I already know, that we can talk about it, that we can talk about it, because nobody knows. That's how I nearly fell, trading clothes and ringing Pavlov's bell. History shows there's not a chance in hell. Mario, only to Ohio. It's kind of getting harder to breathe. Won't let it show. I'm all about denial, but can't denial let me believe that we can talk about it. No, we can talk about it, because nobody knows. That's how I nearly fell, trading clothes and ringing Pavlov's bell. History shows there's not a chance in hell. Oh, Mario, why this is nothing. I'm finding it so hard to That's some Aimee Mann from her album Lost in Space, which I say is my favorite album of hers, but is really like the only album of hers I've actually really listened to. So, there's that.
I know her PTA soundtracks the most.
PTA?
Paul Thomas Anderson. She did. So she has
Magnolia.
like songs. Yeah, Magnolia.
Yeah.
Did you do? Is that the only one?
That's the only one I know, and I think, didn't she write pretty much all of the music for that? Or like all of the songs?
I don't know.
It's a very Aimee Mann heavy album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so poll results are in.
Oh yeah.
I
I voted on this one.
You did?
I think so.
Are you the one person who voted for No, actually I don't know the exact numbers, but it was I think the end results, I only checked it, there were still a few hours left, but what I saw was 72% for UBI, and then 28% or whatever the converse is for federal jobs or federal.
Yeah, I didn't. I voted for the guaranteed income.
Yeah, the UBI.
Or universal basic income, however you want to talk about it.
I mean, I will say that UBI seems to be more in conversation, at least in my circles, than the federal jobs guarantee. So, could very well be that people just don't know as much about it because I don't hear as much about it.
But that was one of Bernie's big things, and Bernie was way more popular than Yang, right?
Bernie also got, at least the second time around, a lot more press, I think, than Yang did. At least he was included in lists.
Yeah, I mean, he was the runner-up for their nomination.
Right.
That's just on a completely different level.
I mean, if you don't cover somebody's platform, is it really like, do they have...
Well, right. I mean, so now we're seeing, like, the core... Yang's core idea is more popular than one of Bernie's ideas.
Right. So Yang's like, UBI positive, but he's also like, he wants a sort of expanded ACA over universal healthcare, right? Or
no,
Medicare
he wants
for all.
Medicare for all. I think that maybe his first step is just let's decouple it from work.
Let's decouple it?
Let us decouple it from work, because so many people are stuck in jobs that they don't want to do because they need the benefits. And so if you kind of make the benefits separate, well, first of all, your employer can pay you more. And second of all, you have more freedom to work somewhere else. And also, like, I know of people that stay in marriages that they would rather not be in because they're getting their spouse's benefits, or and maybe the marriage is over, except for on paper,
Right.
But that still prevents you from doing some other things. It's preventative of freedom, the way that we have it right now.
Right.
So I think, yeah, I mean, and then I don't know the particulars. I'm no healthcare policy expert, that's for sure. But I think they want the same thing. I think Bernie's strategy was, we're just going to demand it. And like Bernie's strategy was, people are going to have to rise up, and it's going to have to be like not a storm the Capitol revolution, but like a peaceful protest revolution, right? I mean, that was kind of his answer for how to get a lot of his ideas done. Although now I feel like maybe this is really good live streaming, but I think through budget reconciliation, he actually has at least presented a way to get a lot of his agenda passed.
What's budget reconciliation?
It's like a Senate process. So basically the way regular order is, you need to have like 60 votes in Congress, right?
Mm-hmm.
to pass something, and with budget reconciliation, this is how Trump got his tax cuts passed, is you only need the majority, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the Senate Democrats have.
Mm-hmm.
Biden right now is trying to do a lot of things through regular order,
Mm-hmm.
maybe because he's trying to include the GOP.
Mm-hmm.
And Bernie's like, this is a waste of time. And he's the chair of the Senate Budgetary Committee, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh.
Could be wrong about all these things, but he's saying all of these. He has like a list of things that you can get done with budget reconciliation. So like raising the minimum wage, canceling student debt,
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's something for you
Isn't that
all
interesting, you
to
guys?
chew on. And our poll for this week is, which apocalypse would you rather live through?
Which dystopian future is more appealing?
So we just watched Rampage. If you guys don't know, it's about giant animals.
Starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, or DJ as he goes by these days.
Okay. So would you rather live in apocalypse of zombies, or would you rather live in an apocalypse with genetically engineered, constantly growing, aggressive giant animals?
Yeah.
Which apocalypse do you choose?
So it's Rampage versus Walking Dead.
Yeah. Do you want the Rampage or do you want the Walking Dead? Let us know this
Oh my
week.
God. Okay.
Anyway, we got one more song. This is Moontide. Lie to me, your words don't mean nothing. I felt the tremor on the floor when the fire reached the door. Sirens sing, another heartbeat in the ring, another day waiting on the mind, fighting for the reasons to unwind. Let go of branches miles above the All right. Thank you all for tuning in to Lunch Break. We're here every Friday at noon talking about interesting topics like, what was that, budget something?
Budget reconciliation.
Budget reconciliation, and apocalypses and Robinhood. So tune in.
Is the poll? It's like kaiju, right? Like Godzilla and King Kong and stuff like that, right? But like, you know what I'm talking about? So it's zombies versus gigantic, out of control animals.
Yeah, basically.
Kaiju, isn't it? Like, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
All right, we gotta watch King Kong and Godzilla then.
That is on our next list, so you might see some things about that in the future.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week on Lunch Break. Right.
All right.
Bye.
It'll be weirder next time.
Happy weekend.
If you can believe it.
Bye.
Ugh.